What's up, guys? It's MARWA here.
My name is Kobina Akun, popularly known as Watermaya.
Mungai Eve here.
It's your girl, the African Tigress.
My name is David Jr.
My name is Nasto.
My name is Lucia.
Chef Matiko.
Blackman the Traveler.
Welcome to Adventures.
Welcome to Here in Jamaica.
My name is Arwa. I am
MWANGO.
Asante Sana.
Miss Trudy Eve in the house.
Uncle Mo from Kenya.
Congrats, moms. I'm coming.
They were better than the others.
My name is Mayugno. This competition no service is manganga. Wood no simba manor Jonathan somebody German machine at the Ep52.
Christmas list or Chris.
This is a show.
Yes.
I thought it was just a conversation.
Listen, I would love to go in depth of this on this podcast because I feel like podcast is where I get the chance to express myself.
Hola, 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 hola. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, mi amigos. Hola, mi totos. Anyway, guys, welcome so much. Hello. How are y'all doing? How is your day going? How is your week flowing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. You're doing good. It's my pleasure to welcome you to another episode, a reaction video, of course. Welcome to this channel. My name is JT, and this you're watching is JT Podcast. And if it's your first time here, maybe your second time, or let's say you just came across this channel recently, you've been watching a couple of videos here, and maybe you haven't subscribed. Let me tell you, let me welcome you and tell you, welcome so much, and please subscribe if you haven't. For the returning subscribers, welcome back. All right, I appreciate you being here, and we can get to the street and see what's popping. All right. Yeah, I'd like to take you back to Nyabohanse, the land we all love. Yeah, of course, you understand. All right. So as you're joining, I'll appreciate if you place my camera in that man. I'll appreciate if you like the video as you're joining. I'll appreciate if you do that. Like the video. Yes. Okay, I see you. Just to say a few hello. I see Alan Girl in the house. Angela Tabo Vanille. Sup Tabo. Bit amazing. Vico Space, thank you for being here. Big shout out to you. Who else? Yvette Kinchkin. Hello. Thumbs up done or not? Kerry, I see you. Rehema. Hola. Hola, mitotos. Maureen, I see you in the house. Lynn's Kitchen. What have you cooked tonight? What are you cooking? Who else? Yes. Okay. As you're joining, guys, remember to like the video and subscribe. I want to take you to Nyabohanse. I hope you guys understand what's happening over there. Nyabohanse is a land that has a lot of stuff going on. And this one right here is something that I feel like we should talk about, because I kind of know that this day finally is going to come. I kind of, it might take long. I mean, it might take some time, but it finally had to come. Clara, I see you. Thank you for being here. Thumbs up, done. As you're joining, thumbs up, right? I just know that this day is going to be here. I mean, finally. That's Donna, JT, and chat. Angela Vico, hello. Welcome, Donna. So what you can see on your screen over there, on that thumbnail, is Mr. Machete man. That is CONDAD, aka I am MARWA's alleged stepdaddy. Okay, so this man looks like he is demanding his lands from these children. You know, I've been asking myself, like, how is he acquiring these lands from neighbors, and just to come and say, I've given this land to MARWA, I've given this other land to DEE MWANGO, this one I've given it to David Jr. I was asking myself, like, freely like that, because okay, the streets has it. Okay, the streets has it. The rumor that you know, this man, or maybe he's not a father of any of those children over there. Okay, we all know that there is a man who claiming to be MARWA's father, Mr. Kohera Senior, right? We know there is another claim that the firstborn of that mama, Winnie, has a different father. And now, he is something else. David Jr. and D. MWANGO, nobody knows. So, how, again, was he able to be giving these people lands like that? Now, imagine of MARWA, that land that he built his villa. Now, go back to D. MWANGO and David Jr., and just like that. So, is it that he could go out and hustle money and now buy these lands from, of course, from neighbors, just to give them out to the likes of MARWA and D. MWANGO? I know it was business, and there's nothing free. You can always know, ain't nothing for free. If I give you this, I expect you to give me that in return. It's now like he is finally here to demand payment. And now D. MWANGO has to pay. MARWA is worried. I can see all over his face. He's very much worried. Maybe it's time he paid Machete man, because, Mr. Kohera has been making moves here, trying to get his son. So what if he manage? What if he succeed in getting MARWA back? Would he lose everything? No, Machete man is not ready for that nonsense. So he demands payment. I've been seeing D. MWANGO and MARWA making conversations about land. It was a disturbing conversation. I'm like, okay, all of a sudden you guys don't want free stuff. And you've been getting free donation, free stuff from everyone. So except for Machete man. And D. MWANGO is saying, I can only accept anything free from MARWA. Only MARWA, not even Machete man, not even the so-called daddy. No. And right there, I knew something is up. That was yesterday. And now today, to my surprise, I see D. MWANGO with a bunch of money going to pay Machete man. Wow, that's something. Welcome so much. Muzungu Pebbles, I see Wagwan, me there. Welcome so much. Big up to your nice, clean self. It's D. MWANGO taught me how to say that. I didn't know what it means anyway. I don't know what it means. I think D was just showing off that Kenyan shillings. Well, there is part of showing off, but there is something really, really serious about that money being paid to Machete man. There is something serious about that. You really think that Machete man was actually giving lands freely to D. MWANGO, to David Jr., and to MARWA? You actually think so? Because for him, he will buy the lands from neighbors. Or so you really think that he could buy all those lands and I would just give them? No, that's not what I think. I just think it's true that he demands this payment, because I don't think that all of a sudden from nowhere, these siblings, D. MWANGO and MARWA, will start having this kind of disturbing conversation, like we need to pay this man money of the lands he given us. I don't know. According to our culture, I think it's something universal. I don't know about you. You know about inheritance, right? So when you talk about generational wealth and inheritance, let's say ancestral land is not being sold. Okay, if your daddy bought some land and they passed them to you, that is now ancestral land. Okay, it doesn't matter how your daddy acquired the land, but if your daddy had the land, it can pass to you, so that is inheriting. But now, if you get this inheritance and you have to pay for that inheritance, does it make sense? It doesn't. So you can only know that it's true. It's so clear that now is that time that Machete man needs his land to be paid, or else these people need to get the hell out of his land as quick as now. Yeah, it means you are here, JT. You said it right. Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here. Gladys, I see you. Who else is here? Who have I not said hello to? I see Kerry. And everyone who's in the house, make sure you like the video, guys, and subscribe. Okay, like and subscribe. So I'll start from yesterday's video. There was something about that conversation they were having. So D. MWANGO finally comes to talk about that land scam that she was saying I'm purchasing land from Mombasa, stuff like that. So today or yesterday, he comes out to say that wasn't okay. I mean, that was a just a moment. Okay, so here is the thing. So if we start from yesterday's video that they were talking about the land scam, that scam they were talking about that DMWANGO was lying to her subscribers some days back, like barely a month or 2 months ago. She made a video showing a title deed and say, I finally acquired my title deed, or I've been hunting land in Mombasa, so finally I've got it and I've paid, and now I have my title deed. So it comes here that yesterday they were having this emotional conversation. I think that one they had sat down and discussed. It was something that they talked for lengthy or in depth. And they were like, okay, you know what, DMWANGO, you can see how Machete Man is acting lately. He's like, finally he's going to demand us to pay him or maybe vacate from his lands because maybe, I don't know what came to his mind, because lately I don't see him frequently on their videos. And trust me, this conversation was actually held a long time before they decided to make this video. So when they decided to make this video and went there in that farm to take a walk in there, I actually found out that they don't know a lot of things here. DMWANGO thought that the land she was about to purchase from David Jr. wasn't David. That doesn't belong to David Jr. It belongs to CONDAD. So if she needs the land, now she has to pay Machete Man. So this conversation comes here. You know what? I don't want free stuff like that. But it started from here where DMWANGO was talking about that land scam, where she was talking about she bought land in Mombasa. Then I was asking myself, didn't you, DMWANGO, say that you had bought land and you had a title deed? So what changed real quick? And now you're saying you don't even have that land. You don't have the title deed. What changed real quick?
Yeah.
So guys,
No, let me tell them first. So guys, as I said,
Chill. Let me tell them first. Someone is asking, JT, what is the purple sign for should I be worried? I don't know what you really mean. What are you talking about? Is there a purple sign somewhere? All right, let's go.
did previously, like right now I live in Mombasa and we did a lot of videos. I was land hunting and all that. And trust me, somewhere that you're totally new, number one, you have to take your time. Number two,
so you remember that incident? If you go to her videos, one of the videos, she talked about that title deed. She bought land from Mombasa, allegedly bought, because she was saying, "Oh, I'm now moving to Mombasa. I'm hunting for land. I finally found it. I bought it. Here's the title deed and blah blah blah, stuff like that." So all of a sudden, the statements is changing. So, the last video I was telling you about land, but you have to be there to know everything that's happening there. Fortunately, I didn't know nothing. It's like, it's a big scam. So here comes another scam from Machete Man and them. I'm like, okay, so what is happening?
there's so many things you have to consider. And I got so, like, yes, they have like good pieces and all that, but now the thing is, the problem is, Mara, what did I tell you? Like, I found really good, but
the most lands in the
Mara, what did I tell you? You told me that it was a scam and there was no something like title deeds over there. All of that was for cloud. And I didn't do anything. I didn't buy nothing. Because first of all, when she made that video, I knew that somehow somebody is being targeted. Just like Dante. The other time that they say partnering, oh Jesus. They are partnering with DMWANGO to buy land. And all of a sudden, Dante is not in the picture. DMWANGO now talks about my land I purchased. So here come. Now we go.
coastal region don't have title deeds.
Yeah.
And trust me, as that sounds as simple, that by itself can stop you from even doing anything.
So that was quick. I thought that MWANGO, it was barely 2 months ago where we were talking about acquiring a title deed for the land you bought in Mombasa. So it was calm. So now you realize that you couldn't acquire that land back to village where you want to buy land, or maybe why to want to acquire land. Maybe because someone somewhere, a culprit or a victim, has been found who's willing to pay cash to, give out some money. So if that is true, that someone is out there who is willing to spend money, and now MWANGO is trying to get somewhere like a land that she can seduce the culprit. Hey, look, we have land here, and I'm buying land now officially that we can start constructing. Yesterday you had the conversation. It was about the wedding or whatever. Someone is willing to pay 20 cows as bride price, dowry. Then from there, they can move in. They can now start constructing and building. I wonder who that person is. I mean, people don't learn after all. You see all the things, everything happening in these streets. You don't learn. How would someone be like that? I mean, you see everything here. It's all over these streets. But you still fall for that trap. For real, honestly. I don't know. But for me, when I was looking at this, I know that something was wrong. Completely. Something big is wrong here. And it's all over their faces. That on how they were having this conversation, they seem to be a little bit worried or something. And how Uncle Mo was there breaking the news for them. Hey, no, this is not our land. This is Machete's man land. And this is how it is. Actually, nobody has the title deed here. That's how they were saying. Even here that we are living, nobody has the title deed except maybe Machete man. I was like, yeah, right there we go. I knew that Machete man finally will play y'all. Okay. And now he managed. It's like he has managed to play all these people. More is that guy who likes enjoying free stuff. Like enjoying free stuff until they're not free anymore. It's like when you go to a restaurant and the food, and I don't know. When you're not on the table, then you're on the menu, something of that sort. You're not on the table, you're on the menu. Oh shit! If something is being given for you for free, then you are the commodity. Oh? If a commodity is given to you for free, then you are the commodity. Something of that sort. But you can go on. Somebody's talking about the crown. Maybe I am crown number 1. Okay, I saw those crowns in people's chats, especially in MARWA's chat. I guess I'll go and turn on those settings to see who is my biggest fan here, or maybe biggest gifter, those kind of things. I was seeing crown number 1, crown number 2. Judy Moore is not even crown number 2. I thought that Janet Harris and will get the crown number 1. They are not. Anyway, I'll go and make those adjustments about crown number. Hey, who's crown number 1? Please chat and send super chats here so that I can see who takes the crown number 1 here. Anyway, welcome so much, Mary Mo. I see you. Gracie, I see you, and Hamisi. What are you saying, Hamisi? Congress dad has so many lands in the village that his children don't know much about them. Uncle Mo is very well versed with all the property he has acquired. Unfortunately, the so-called CONDAD has all this land that he's been buying low-key from neighbors. They make this verbal agreements and they just vacate. The same case happened to Jamaican uncle land. Maro was not there. So Machete man gave him a call and told him, hey, a land is being sold here. So can you send money so that I can buy it for you? And Maro sent money. And now he imagined that Machete man has bought the land for me. So he took the land and gifted it to Jamaican uncle. A very big scam over there. So from all that time, Maro was not there. He never witnessed the purchase. He doesn't know nothing about that land. Actually, they just know that this land was bought and now was given to Jamaican uncle. The same case happened to Marwa's land. Same case to David Jr.'s, those lands that are being given. and DEE and blah, blah, blah. So I guess this that time that the man is coming clean and telling them, you know what, this land I've been telling that I'm giving it to you, it's not for free. So you have to pay for them. I can see the worry. It's all over their face. So all of a sudden now we're talking about title deeds. I've never had this conversation about them. I never had this conversation. I thought Kenge paid CONDAD for the land where the kitchen garden is. His kitchen garden, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure that he paid for the whole land. Because I've been hearing that he still owe him a lot of money, maybe probably for the whole piece of land. Remember, he has extended to the river and to the other side of the forest. And this place that he built the villa in the first place was maybe given to him by CONDAD. So for him to normalize, just like he acquired land from Jamaican Jamaican grandma, the late, is the same way that he think, oh, I acquired land from Jamaican grandma, same way that I got land from Machete man. So easy come. Who doesn't like free stuff? Some people overthink. Purpose has several meanings. It can be restriction on property or could be as well as royalty. I don't know. Anyway, here's something.
Because a land with no title deed, guys, I'm telling you, that is as good as not owning land.
Now, that's what I was talking about. So, Maro himself knows that he has no title deed for all that property that he has. Yeah, okay? DEE got the same case. All of these people. I'm not sure about Mr. Machete man because I don't know if he could go around and buying all these lands without processing title deeds. So it's finally dawning on Maro that owning a land with no title deed is as it's as useless as having no land at all. Because one day, Machete man will wake up and tell you like, hey, just carry your box away from my home, from my land. I just want to plant some maize here. Hey, and that time is finally here. That time is finally here. Owning land with no title deed is as good or as bad as owning nothing at all. And I know that. Oh, Maro, are you trying to say that today or right now is the time that you're realizing the importance of having a title deed? I mean, how do you even own the land if you didn't have the title deed? How do you tell yourself that you own land if you don't have the title deed? I guess that was the first thing you could have, processed before you started to build something over there. That was I thought. But now, right now, it's a little bit too late for you to imagine that or maybe to make peace with that fact that, hey, you don't have now title deed, then you have nothing. It's too late. But it's not too late if you have money to pay Machete man. Because I think DEE is trying to be smart. And now I know that Machete man, okay, DEE is CONDAD's favorite child. Okay? You all know that the relationship between DEE and Machete man is such a tight relationship. When you look at how DEE and Machete man really flow, it's like these people really, they are connected. They speak the same language compared to how Senso, MARWA, and Machete man are. And maybe David Jr. I don't know about David Jr., but I think DEE is Machete man's favorite child in that whole family. I've never seen CONDAD talking to Winnie, ever. Never seen. So the same thing that happens between them, same thing that I think happening to Maro. But now, for DEE maybe Machete man told her, hey, listen up, I'm about to crack the whip here. I'm about to start demanding my things. So you just be on the front line. Act like you're paying me for the land that you have so that I can find a reason to go for my land that Senso has. You know, Maro has a land. And, I've been seeing how his father is calling him. He's kind of thinking, maybe he's thinking that maybe finally Kohera Senior will manage to get Maro back. And that would be a loss for him. If he gets him back, eventually he has to lose everything because now he will realize that he's not connected to his family at all. So he has to go. And now, Machete man signals DEE hey, just be on the front line. Get some cash pay for the land. I'll call the area chief and some witnesses here. We can sign and put fingerprints, and you are done with that thing. Now I'll have power to go for my land that MARWA has built on, and the others that David Jr. has. Wow, such a perfect moment, such a perfect timing where MARWA is building and throwing kitchens here and there, and cars here, some parking yard here, and he's complaining about his property. Just yesterday, MARWA was complaining that, hey, I'm not happy about how this family are treating my property. They come take my generator, they go lease them or rent them out there, and you see. So he was complaining that Machete Man and David Jr. they cut his trees, they come take his generators, they go and lease them and use them without his consent. So for him, he feel like them using his property is something big, but he want to use Machete Man's land and stuff like that. So such a time. You pay him or get out of his land. It's that simple. So Machete Man was like, hey, DMWANGO, you're my favorite child, right? So I want to demand my things from Censor, because right now he's been acting weird, saying that he doesn't like how we take his property and use. So be on the front line. Come pay me. Get some cash. Come pay me, so that when I go for my land from MARWA, he doesn't come and say, why are you demanding payment from me only? Didn't you give DMWANGO the same land? Didn't you give David Jr.? So why me? And I can see how MARWA is worried right now. I thought that MARWA had processed his title deed. So apparently, nobody has a title deed over there. Not even Mayugno, no Gitiriba, nobody over there. Oh man. This Machete Man has really calculated his games. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see how it goes, man.
Yeah.
You can only say, especially with these popular spaces. You see, like here, for example, there are no title deeds in these areas, but here we've lived here. We know the family members.
Bro, so you say nobody has a title deed over there. It's only that you guys lived over there and you know people here, you know their neighbors. That's not a guarantee. That is not proof enough that you can say, this land is mine because we've lived here for these years. Somebody can pull a paper and show, hey, this is my title deed. So what are you saying? You've lived there, saying so. But remember, the village has a history that they know that Congress mom, brought you to that village. Machete Man just came to that village. So you guys were never there. You came from somewhere else. So what if they say they don't know you because you recently acquired land over there? You are not an original resident of that area. So you can't say that. Please go and acquire some title deed or pay Machete Man to give you the title deed, because as far as I know, you will be required to carry your house and get out of there. What's up, Nairobi? Are you saying MARWA is naive for a traveler? I wonder how MARWA is actually acting like this and saying. But anyway, that's how it goes, man.
Everybody knows who
is who.
Yeah.
But in populated cities.
Let me say something, Mark,
Yes.
before you continue.
Yes.
They have a title already, but still in the grandpa.
So Uncle Mo looks like he know a lot of things here. He know a lot of history about this stuff, but now, because MARWA and DMWANGO, they don't know nothing, I guess they should consider consulting Uncle Mo even more. Man, who's that? Why didn't Daisy have to pay for the slot of land he is building on? I guess David Jr., maybe that is the only child to Machete Man. There's a lot of secrets in this family, so I'm not going to dig deeper for something I don't know. I'm just going to say maybe, allegedly, he could be the only child, the only biological child to Machete Man. That's why he was busy laughing there, holding money to go and pay for DMWANGO to go and pay Machete Man. But when these people were having that conversation, David Jr. wasn't there. He's busy building there, and you can see CONDAD is there supervising his construction. So I guess David Jr. has an exception. David Jr. has an exception. Yeah, all that land belongs to CONDAD. All of it, like the whole of it. The land that MARWA built on it, the land that DeMWANGO claims has, David Jr., and all of them. Machete Man has it. So Uncle Mumu is kind of telling Marwa that, all of these people have lands, but the title deeds are still with the grandpas, the great grandpas. So this subdivision that people are cutting and selling, they don't have no papers. That goes, that one applies even to sense. Hi, Dr. Cottle. Thank you for being here. Like the video, guys, kindly. Like the video as we go on. Joy Muli, hi. Oh, the time you in DeMWANGO, Marwa, what's wrong with you? I don't know what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Tito, I am more worried for the foreigner who have fallen for the victims who dreams of being landowners. Now, you can only imagine. You can imagine if Marwa himself is worried about his land, his villa that he built there. And this is said to be his father, that he even took his name on that. But now they are required to pay him money to be able to build there and do everything. Now think about someone, the Lulu, like Jamaican uncle, or those other uncles that you know. You can only imagine. If now these are the children, the so-called children to this Machete man, they're required to pay him in order to own those lands. Now imagine someone like Jamaican uncle coming to the village, fencing a land, and laughing there. Jamaican uncle here, I'm about to start my building and construction. Bro, are you out of your mind? You really think you own anything there? Leave alone the Kenyan constitution and the laws of the Kenyan laws of owning property and land in Kenya as a foreigner. Leave alone them. Now narrow down to the village perspective that you, as a foreigner, knowing nobody from there, just taking a gift, a verbal agreement, like I make a video and say I've given land to Jamaican uncle as a friend. Bro, are you at home, man? If you want to try CONDAD, just go there, start building, and when you're done, wait for it. Just wait for it. Let's check this.
It needs to be separated.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. So, just a moment.
Just needs to be separated.
Yeah.
So you see here, at least we know the neighbors, we know
Who
this
is
is the son
who.
of that.
Yeah.
No way.
So at least you can put.
No way. But again, what's required here is, Marwa, that you guys are required to pay. You're required to pay Machete Man in order to start doing your things over there.
Both show your documents, fingerprints, and things. And here's in the village, but in town, you don't even know who is selling you the land.
Yeah.
But now, skip from there. Skip from there, and I take you here. I take you here to 26. Let me skip there and take you right here. Guys, like the video kindly. All right, here's something.
Just going this way. Then
Uncle Mo, you are the one who knows these lands.
now, as we are just going this way. Then
Uncle Mo decides to give them a class, telling them who owns what land and how. Jason and Gina, I see you. Welcome so much. Thank you for joining. I see you. Big shout out to you, Jason and Gina. Big shout out to both of you. Okay. Jason and Gina are two people, no one. Anyway, thank you for being here.
end up taking even.
Whose land is this? This is from CONDAD, or-
This is for David Jr. Where you are.
Oh, this is David.
Whose land is this? So you want to tell me that CONDAD gave Marwa a land, gave DeMWANGO a land, gave David Jr. land, but they don't even know who owns which part and which piece. And now, until now, CONDAD starts demanding payments. They now go and start seeing, so where do you own here? Where do you own here? So how much am I supposed to pay for this particular piece? They go to take a walk in that piece and see, how much am I supposed to pay for this and that and that? And now they have to come up with a slogan, or maybe something, a narrative that, you know what, I don't want to receive free stuff. I don't want to get free stuff. How long have these people been receiving free stuff from people all over? Only to say they don't want to get free stuff from their father, so-called father. Now you guys, You can fool someone else, but not me. We all know that someone, somewhere, is now demanding payment, who's Machete Man. It's all over there that you can see maybe Maru is going to change his mind and go back to his father. Remember, Kohera Senior has been making moves every day. Maybe Senzo is trying to go back, and there's no way that he can go back and take everything with him. No way. So Uncle Mo is taking them around and showing them places. This land belongs to her, and this one, and this one.
Yeah. Actually, the plan was I was thinking talking to David Jr. so that I can buy this from him so that I can connect with the sugarcane.
You need a huge land.
Yeah.
But that is not David Jr.'s land. That was the thing. The plan was to buy that. But now, that is not David Jr.'s land. It is CONDAD's land.
For the D? You sure?
Yes, but that guy bought it at Murimi solely for this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But this one we are standing here.
David Jr.
All right. Now, here comes something about free land. Before we go to MWANGO and the land payment and stuff like that, there is something about this free gift that they were talking about. So this is the time the MARWA tells MWANGO, no, I think we need to be paying for this land that we have. It's not a good thing to have free land, because one day you can wake up, someone who gave you the land to build is telling you now, hey, I think you need to get your things from my land. I want to plant maize or sugarcane. So you carry your house from my land, go, I want to plant some sugarcane here. Of course, that's what I'm going to show you. I can only take free stuff from MARWA. That's the MWANGO saying that. And where is that coming from? All of a sudden.
And it's not even huge, so if I connect with this, it could be good. I just need to buy it. And the thing is, I don't want it for free.
Over there. The thing is, I don't want this for free. I don't know if you guys are really getting lost in this conversation, because never have I heard MARWA and MWANGO coming with this conversation that their father, their so-called father, gifted them lands and blah, blah, blah. They were boasting about. And all of a sudden they come here and say, no, we don't want to accept free stuff. No, we don't want to accept free stuff. We were going to pay for them. If that was the thing, then before MARWA started to build his villa in that land, he could tell Machete Man, no, I don't accept free land. And it's been years since Machete Man bought those pieces of land and said, I've gifted this to MWANGO, I've gifted this to MARWA, I've gifted this to David Jr. So why today that they're talking about not accepting free stuff? And actually, MWANGO makes a very ridiculous statement and say, I can only accept free stuff, or maybe anything free from MARWA only, not even CONDAD, not CONMAM, not anyone else, from MARWA only. Why that? It must tell you there's something wrong here. There's something really going on here, which they're not going to say, but we can see it's all over here. So I'm feeling kind of sorry for people like Jamaican Uncle. I mean, Jamaican Uncle, with all your money and your exposure, you're falling for this. Can't you see how these people are really in some trouble? Can't you see how they are messed up, how they are stressed up? And you think that you own something. Man, JT, so what you're saying, MARWA is not landowner. It is sad after so much traveling and performing. You can only imagine that. This is getting messy. CONDAD doesn't approve of mixed crankies, it seems. Looks like he didn't. He didn't like that idea. Damn. Hi, BL. Thank you for being here. Welcome so much. Wow. Jason and Gina, what is that? Oh, is that a love? Okay. I thought. So CONDAD is poised to be very rich man in future. I guess he has more brains than he is his stepson. Yo, I can tell you for a fact, CONDAD is really getting his game right. I mean, of all the people that I know, they're playing low key, but they are really getting their cards playing on well. Miss CONDAD. He's moving on slowly. And remember, when he came here, he actually came to live with Conmam after, according to Mr. Kohera's senior story. So Madam Esther, that is Conmam, took a loan. She was a teacher, and she purchased a piece of land where they built those homes, all right? So from there, Machete Man got into that village and started purchasing pieces of land from neighbor to neighbor, and eventually now he kind of owned a half of that village, all of it. These wrangles that we've been seeing between him and the likes of Gintus and the families is because they are refusing to sell these pieces of land to him. I really think that his goal is to own that whole village. Every land over there, he owned it. So after acquiring a lot of lands, he was now giving them, saying that he's giving them to MARWA, MWANGO, and David Jr. just to have that, for them, to have that kind of, protection, so that when someone come to claim, MARWA can come and say and defend it. Hey, this piece of land was given to me. This is my dad's, everything. After all, this man has been a good man. He gifted me this, so you cannot, stuff like that. But I don't know what came to his mind of late, because now I see these people want to, this MWANGO and MARWA, they now want to pay CONDAD. For what reason? Why? That was quick. If it wasn't for free, then they should have paid the first day that he announced that I'm giving this to you, to someone. So why buy that? No, I want to buy this piece, this particular one, to extend, to make it, to connect, to make it big. Then if that is a thing that he's willing to give you, why pay? If something is free, why are you willing to pay? You're getting free milk. Why are you going to buy a cow to milk, a dairy cow? Does it even make sense? It doesn't. It must tell you that something is really wrong here, practically. And someone like CONDAD, someone like Jamaican Uncle, I feel sorry for him. Anyway, but what do we say?
Because I know if I tell him I want this to be like tech,
No.
but I don't want free things.
Don't take free. Because in the future,
I can only take something free from MARWA. That's what.
Wow, that's what I thought. I can only take free things from MARWA, only. What about your daddy? What about your favorite father? What about CONDAD? What about CONMAM? What about anyone else? What about your Muzungu boyfriend? If he decides to give you something free, you won't take it. You only receive anything free from MARWA, because you know that for him, his love for you as a sister is real. I can say that. He brought you to YouTube, and now you're making your revenue over here. So that is the only person that you see as a true person, as a true save for you. Anyone else like Machete Man? No. I can only take free things from MARWA. Machete Man? No. Because right now he is demanding payment. So it's like a lesson learned. From, I don't know, a lot of people maybe that are viewing those kind of conversations, they're like, oh yeah, don't accept free thing. Yo, go buy. They don't know. Do you know why this conversation is coming to existence? Why they're bringing this conversation on the table is because Machete Man is now demanding payment. You built here on this piece of land. Now maybe if you don't pay me, just carry a box from my piece of land, because you don't want to pay me. It's as simple as that. Very simple. Eventually, maybe even that Jamaican grandma's land, it will belong to Machete Man. Eventually, because how will you have a title deed of a section of a piece of land if you don't have for the whole, even your own residential land? It doesn't make sense. So either you pay Machete Man money, or you just get the hell out of his land. Simple as that.
Don't take free. Because in the future,
I can only take something free from MARWA. That's what.
don't take.
So MARWA, what do you have to say? Don't take free stuff. What's wrong with taking free stuff? Sawa, nimekusikia. Diary. Carodina's diary. Nawashwa jamani. Homa wewe. Homa jamani. Watu wengine jamani. Hamjui tu. Sawa, okay, let's go on. MARWA, what's wrong with getting free stuff?
I advise you not to take free.
Yeah.
The reason being that It's good when you have your own things.
Yeah.
Finally, Mr. Senso, it is dawning on you that now you thought it was just a gift. Man, it wasn't. You know, when we told you that it's not something free, there is nothing free here. You thought, well, you got jealous. Hey, JT, you're jealous. The other one is jealous. Oh, you're jealous. No, we weren't. We weren't jealous. Thing is, nothing is for free. Absolutely, you know that. If I give you a biggest offer, you're like, when the deal's too good, man, you have to think twice. Something that everyone knows except you. So right now, Senso, you now coming to terms that free stuff are not actually free. And now it means that you have to pay for the land that you built your biggest box villa. Because Senso, you were complaining yesterday that, yo, Machete man, David Jr., they cut my trees. I'm not happy at all. How this family are treating me and taking my property without my consent. They go on and rent my generators. Look how they are spoiled. The same Uncle Momo was there to tell him that, you know what, it was Machete man who was taking it and renting it. The same Uncle Mo is taking to the land. I guess now Uncle Mo is overworking. Uncle Mo is now the informant. Hey, listen up. Come here closer, Mar. Machete man demands payment. He is plotting to take back his lands. So let me take you and give you a walk and show you where your land, that your so-called land is, and DEE MWANGO's land, and what is being planned for you guys. And he's taking them there. Now, this piece of land belongs to Machete man. This other one, yeah, I gave to David Jr. This other one, and this other one. And now Senso is talking about free stuff. It's really bad to own something for free because it's not actually free.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, nobody can. Even if tomorrow things go south, you stand with your stuff.
Yeah.
Free things are not so good.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. So I thought, but unfortunately, it's now that you're learning that. It's too late for you to learn that. I thought you know this from the very first day, before you even built your land there. Greetings, JT and all. How do you give land to your children, then demand pay? So he forces them to buy land not given. I mean, it's crazy for me. If Machete man is willing to accept payment from his children, then trust me, it wasn't free from the very first beginning. Because if I'm willing to give you money and you're willing to take, that speaks a lot. I mean, you didn't even want to give me for free in the first day, the first beginning. All you wanted is payment, but you couldn't find the right words to tell me, pay me, and just pay me. All he needed is money. But now, here we go. Hey, Kavan, welcome. I'm running in from the bush. Welcome. Hey, welcome. Guys, make sure you like the video. Let's go to the recent video now.
I'm telling you.
For sure.
You buy. Because they are family, they will do you a favor and sell it to you. They will not say no because they are family.
Yeah.
Wow. Uh-huh.
Just buy.
Yeah.
There is power when you buy. Because otherwise, one day somebody will walk you and say,
I want it back today.
And you
That is what Machete man did. He slept and he woke up. He was like, I guess I need my land back. You have some money or you don't. If you don't have your money, pack and go. Because I want to plant some maize here. You see exactly where you built your villa. Yeah, that is where I want to plant maize. But that you can plant on the other land. No, I said, here that you build your villa, this is where I want to plant sugarcane. It's crazy though.
You build a big mansion here and they say, me, I want to plant maize here in my land. Because last week, you and them quarreled.
Yeah, I had a misunderstanding.
My friend, you know, you don't know.
Okay, guys.
Now that's what's up. And now, here comes a day that our DEE MWANGO decided to go and withdraw cash money, to come and give Machete man as payment for the land, to come and pay her father for the land that was given to her or to them for free. So today, they're not accepting free stuff of all the people. That's crazy, you know? That's crazy. I met some Jamaican in Trinidad and I see how hard they work. Then they give away their money to people who don't. Sorry, that's how it goes. Question, JT. If Maro knows CONDAD didn't treat him good for good or kind as a child, and knows CONDAD didn't accept him as a son, then why would MARWA build on his land? Exactly my question. You know, if he knew from the very beginning that this man doesn't accept me as a child, and he doesn't treat me good, he never treated me nice from day one, then how was it easy for him to accept land and start building his villa over there, only to come and realize in 2025, after all these years, that, hey, I guess we should pay? That's not a reason, Julia. That's not a reason enough. Yeah, she can afford to pay. She can afford to buy it. But now the question is, why now? The day that Mr. Machete Man was given these lands, there wasn't something like payment over there discussed. Just now. You know, just now. I hope CONDAD ordered kids from his first marriage to take over his lands. Now at least now you're coming to the picture. Remember, according to Kohera, CONDAD has another family from Kisii. So, and he has sons. Maybe one or the other is now demanding money from these people, because if they're not gonna pay, then he's gonna start giving land to the other son, to the other son, and the other son, and the other son from the other family. It's as simple as that. You don't own the land, so you have no power. Whether you built anything over there, a multi-million mansion, it's gonna tell you simply, just carry your land, your mansion from my land. I just want to plant sugarcane here. What are you gonna do? Do you have money? If you don't have money, you know the tingo. Move. But now, before this money,
For lunch. Hello.
before the money and the show off things, let's go back here to DEE MWANGO explaining to you what is popping, what's happening, and why is she now willing to pay Machete Man? How did that thing come to existence? You know, how? Anyway, let's start from here. Guys, like the video, kindly like the video. Kindly like the video.
Later on, I'm back. I just had lunch. Yeah, I'm feeling grateful, and yeah, I want to keep creating this vlog. So apparently right now I just want to be doing some transactions. And
so right there, today, no, this was the day. This was the transaction day. After Machete Man demanding money, DEE MWANGO on the front line to come and pay. Today, DEE MWANGO decided to be on the front line to pay, maybe because Machete Man told her, hey, listen up. When I finally decided to come for my land from MARWA, he will think that I'm being biased. So how about you come and pay me the first, so that when I go for my land from MARWA, he doesn't see like, oh, so you didn't ask for money from your own child or children, you came for me. So because maybe something's up. It's about time, then. So you get your money. You can tell your donatus before buying that car that you're trying to buy. Just take some money, give Machete Man, just like that. Because how will you build a very big villa on someone's land without payment? And by the way, at least acquire some title deed. The other day I was seeing Mayugno running up and down looking for title deed, and Mara thought this guy he's a fool. No, he isn't. So look at what's happening now. You can't tell me that DEE MWANGO is being smarter than Maro. Because why would DEE MWANGO want to pay her father? And you, Maro, you accepted something for free. Man, 2025 is such a year.
And I'm so happy for this. I'm so happy for the woman that I'm becoming, because
whatever. So happy for what? Now, today we have two transactions.
Transaction one, I'll be doing like an online transaction, like money transfer transaction, and another one I'll be doing cash transfer. With me here is
all right, now that is the money that we're going to pay Machete Man. Wagwan Breman, thank you for being here. Driving by watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching from the bush, from the car. Guys, have you liked the video? Kindly like the video, all right? Like the video. We're just getting started.
Some money, I'll be giving it to my dad. I don't know, but I've gotten to this age, like I don't want to get free things from my parents. Actually, they should get free things from me.
That conversation is not starting from there. I don't want to get free things from my parents. They should be getting free things from me. And that sounds nice. It really sounds good until we start asking ourselves, like, where did this conversation start from? How did it come to exist? Free stuff. Yeah, Maro explained it really good that, because you can have a disagreement, just like I had a disagreement with Machete man, because of my generators, because of my trees, my forest, that they're going in there and they're cutting without my consent. So if I demand for payment or anything like a compensation, they'll be like, oh, here you go. So chill. Thank you. Anyway, let's play this. Pay CONDAD.
Instead of me getting free things from them. So I'm so happy that that piece of land, I'll show you guys later when we go there. I thought it belonged to my young brother. Only my dad to tell me, no, it belongs to him.
So DMWANGO thought that land belonged to David Jr. But when she started talking to David Jr. about the land, Machete man told her, hey, nobody owns nothing there, okay? Nobody owns nothing. If you need something from anywhere, if you need the land from there, you know who is the owner. Mara doesn't own nothing. David Jr. doesn't own nothing. You need to come to me straight, ask me, and the land. And I can give you my price. I can name a price. If you can pay, then bail. If you can't bail, then get out.
I'm gonna be paying my dad. He has been such an awesome dad. He can use this money for something else. Good idea, or what do you guys think? If it were you, could you just say, Daddy, give me this, or you could just do the DEE style? So
no wonder Maro said one day he will wake up and donate all his things to his subscribers. Yeah, man. I remember yesterday on that live stream, he was like, hey, Judy Moy and Janet, I don't know you guys. You've been so good to me. Sometimes I feel like I should give everything back to you and sell everything and give you. I say, to hell. You guys have been so good to me. Take everything. But now because I have a family, I have to fight for what I have and blah, blah. And now it's now making sense. For people who now can see it, you can join the dots. You can connect how these conversations are coming to existence. So all of a sudden, siblings or maybe children are now deciding to pay their parents, so-called parent, because there's nothing like free. They all used and exploited by the dad. They thought they were gifting. A mansion and clothes is hey. I say they might have to look for a 9-5 job now. I don't know. Her YouTube career is still over there, Machete man gave Marwa the swamp land and wedding gift to Bibo and Marwa as a wedding gift to Bibo and Marwa. I remember that. And I don't remember anywhere that he said he has paid Machete man or compensated for that gift. So when Marwa came to introduce B or Bibo or Bo to the village, Bibo met CONDAD and Conmam, and now they were given that land as a gift. And now Marwa, from his subscribers and supporters, he started building that villa on it. From that point up this now, they're coming now to realize that they need to pay for that. There wasn't something like free land or gift or anything. They need to pay for it. Okay, let's go. Mayuguno, Gitiriba, and Marwa all developed CONDAD land. His two oldest sons can collect it all when he passes. Hey, it will be crazy anyway. if that family from Kisii will hear about news like this, like CONDAD bought all this land And he just gave them verbally, like with a word of mouth, like, hey, Dimango gave you this. Maro, you have this. David, you have this. Without any written document or title deeds. You know how that will go down. They will come claiming it. Maro building a swamp psych hospital that Machete Man can take any time he wants. Do you remember that time where Trenchtown Grandpa was in the village? And you saw that part where Machete Man was really pressurizing him, or maybe putting pressure on him, telling him, I'm willing to donate one of the pieces of land here so that you can build that facility you're trying to build. You think you really think that man was, he was really speaking from a perspective of like, I want to help the village, because if you build a hospital here or a school, the villagers are going to benefit. You really think that's the case? Now imagine if that facility was already built, or maybe it's already built on one of the pieces of land that Machete Man owned. And now the man goes back to US or Jamaica where he came from. Do you think that any of the villagers, including the Maro or Dimango, anyone, they will come and claim it? Because this building his land, he owned the papers. And he know back in his mind that there is no way Jamaican uncle, Trenchtown Grandpa, can own any piece of land over there just quickly like that. It is a process to convert and, make his own piece. His title deed is a process. So it's like, okay, Grandpa, I will give you free land so that you can build here a facility and, give the community services that you want to provide. And I don't know, maybe Trenchtown Grandpa was being smart over there, said, I'm not interested. I'm willing to do something like for a community. And there he dodged a bullet. He really dodged something cruel. But Sensor fell for that. Maro fell for it. For real. Like, I don't know how he quickly fell for that thing. Because now, Dimango is now here with money, paying Machete Man. And you know that Mara, with all those projects that he's building, buying a safari car, now he's constructing a parking yard with 5 cars in it. And now building kitchens inside bedrooms and outside and in corridors and everywhere. And even gifting his friends like Dante a room inside his house. And Machete Man is watching from a distance and be like, this boy is really silly. Does he know what he's doing? You boy, you know that I'm not your father. You're not my son. You just came here with your mama. And I told you that I gave you this. So, how you arrive to this? How do you arrive to that conclusion that you can do anything in this land? Who told you so? Anyway.
So yeah, for the start, I just want to have a beautiful, beautiful Empress villa or mansion. We'll decide when the structure is
whatever, whatever you're trying to say there. Anyway, the thing is, it's the payment. That's the only thing that we interesting to know. Payment. Payment is the
get
thing.
to receive the design from our architect. I can't wait. Oh my God. I thank God so much. At least when I'm still in my 20s, I'm doing this for myself. Totally.
It's been more than 10 years down the line. Dimango is talking about being in her 20s. Anyway, let's talk about the cash. Where are the money, Mara? Dimango, please take them out. Let's talk about paying.
Let me just put it somewhere as I wait for my property in Mombasa, like the paperwork to be done properly, because nowadays you don't want to take risks, so I can't wait for that.
While most
unfortunately, Maro fell for this trick. If Dimango really knew that, then Maro has been played, like big time. Big time. I'm looking for that point where Dimango is showing the money. So here's the money. Dimango, show us the money.
Like, is this all mine? That's even too far. Maybe when I exactly click 30, I'll be like, damn. So I think some of you know me already. For me, I think there's a little bit of echo. Let me open here. Yeah, wow. Now it feels like I'm outside. So for me, the thing is, I can see something so nice, or I want to do something.
Let me open that money for you. Guys. Yeah. Right there is the money. Sorry.
Like, let me show you. This is not for show because this money I'm going to buy land. Okay.
First of all, it's for show off. Okay? First of all, it's for show off. And second, it's for paying Machete Man because nothing is for free. And third is a message to MARWA that you should get your money right, get your money together and pay CONDAD because he is coming for his land. And if you don't have the money, then I'm so sorry for you because he's going to take his land back. And I don't know. Yeah, first of all, that's for show off. Show us.
And money looks like, let me show you. This is not for show because this money I'm going to buy land. Okay? Actually, this is for my dad. This is for...
That's for Machete Man. Wow. Our daddy gave us 5 acres each without conditions. Oh, you know, a lot of people, if you know about inheritance and yeah, let's talk about inheritance, ancestral land. If your daddy passes land to you, then that is with no conditions, and you're required to pass that to your next generation. That's how it goes in the village. For example, whether you bought land, for example, now me as a daddy, let me assume like I'm a father of 5. Okay, I'm a father of 5 or whatever, man. You may not know. Maybe I am. Now I'm a father of 5, and I came to the US. I went to the US and I bought land. Let me not say US. The US is somewhere different. I moved from Nyabohanse to Nairobi and I bought land in the same country, Kenya, where I can own land, of course. I bought that land. Now that land belongs to me as a father, and I have some 3 to 4 sons here. I can pass that land to them unconditionally. They're not required to pay me because I bought the land, but because now I'm passing to my own generation, my own blood, they take that with 0 conditions, with 0 payment. But now if they are required to pay me, then I guess that is business. I'm buying land to sell to my sons, which seems to be something fishy. But now MWANGO is on the front line to pay so that when CONDAD goes to MARWA and tell him, man, young boy, you've been here. Ever since you came here with your mama, you know you've been living on my land. And maybe it's time you pay me. Do you have the cash or you don't have? If you say you don't have no cash, then by tomorrow I require you to get out of my land and carry your white box in the name of a villa from my swamp because I want to plant rice in that swamp or some arrowroots or maize or whatever. Then how? Pay me or get lost from land. So is Maro going to pay or is he going to give up? Because I can see he's really stressed. Is he going to pay?
For my dad. The other person, I couldn't, like get it in cash. I have to do online transaction. So this is just some small change for my dad, for sure.
And Maro, you should do the same. Maro, you should do the same because there's nothing for free. Pay your daddy money because that land that you build your villa, it's not yours. No?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Then we jump to this part where MWANGO and Nivea Jr., they are flaunting money. Where is this part? It is over here. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the commercial. In the meantime, guys, like the video. In the meantime, like the
I
video.
know. Actually, guys, here is Nene. I thought that piece of land that has sunflower is yours. Only to know it's not is for Daddy.
All right.
Mm. Actually, here is Nene, who I thought I'll ask him to give me that piece of land, only to be told Machete Man, to be told by Machete Man that David Jr. doesn't own nothing. Okay? David Jr. owns nothing here. I'm required to pay the owner of the land, who is Machete Man. And I expect the same thing to MARWA, or from MARWA. You either get your money right and pay Machete Man, or any day he wakes up, because now if you have a slight disagreement, according to MARWA, I don't like this free stuff, because if you may have a slight disagreement with this man, he may wake up and tell you, my guy, just pack your things, get the hell out of my land. I want to do something different. I want to plant maize. You say, Daddy, can't you see I built my house here? No, I say, just right there where your house is, that's where I want to plant my maize. What are you going to do? Because literally, you don't own that land. Legally, you don't. He just told you that I just gifted you land. The same exact thing that MARWA said to Jamaican uncle, I gifted you this land. And one day he will wake up and tell Jamaican uncle, you know what, Jamaican uncle, I really think that that day that I said something like that, I was drunk. Clearly, you can watch that video, I was really drunk. And he can delete the video. You have no evidence. He can delete the video and ask you, when did I say that I given you land? But you made that video and say, here's the land. He will tell you, where's the video? Provide the video. But if you're keen enough, maybe you're smart enough, you save that video. And he will ask you, you know what, that day I was drunk. Because there's nothing you can do to prove that indeed he was in his right mind. Okay, now speaking about that, do you have anything to prove that? And I own this thing. This is my papers. Where did I sign? Where? Now, Dimango, good for you that now you know how to play this game. Just pay and now let MARWA get into some fight with the CONDAD, because if he doesn't pay him, wow, it's going to be a tough.
Yeah. So in here,
Should we show them?
you could show them. No, we are going to do a payment.
Or they'll say we are flexing.
No, it's not flexing.
If Conbab decides to find husband number 4, chill, man. I don't believe that is true, because MARWA can certainly afford to buy his own land. I don't think he will be building that house on land that really didn't belong to him. You know, you're thinking that, it doesn't mean you're right. Go back to the videos where CONDAD gifted MARWA that land. Just go back in time in the videos and look at that point where CONDAD gifted MARWA that land when he came to introduce Bo in the village. So just like, I mean, you know that MARWA maybe thought that this is my father. So if he told him that this land belongs to you, now you can go there, because now you're a grown man. Now you have a girlfriend. You want to start build a house and you want to start living as an independent man. There is a piece of land down there in the swamp. If you can get some money and build a house there, it's all good. Now you can move there. That's what exactly MARWA did. At that moment, he wasn't money enough. By the way, I can show you a video of that, of the same, at that moment. Okay, I can take you to his page and show you. Actually. Let me show you building. If you search building in his whatever, what comes here, 4 years ago, okay? 4 years ago, this is where MARWA was starting to build his villa, you can see. And if you go down deeper here, my dream house, again, when was this? Okay, leave alone that. 4 years ago, people here don't believe I am building this multi-million house. Just go watch this video. You will hear how he acquired that land. He narrated over there. Just 3 years ago. But start from 4 years ago, where he was narrating about the land and the building, stuff like that. Right there. And where he came to introduce Bo in the village. Just right there. You'll know the tingle. Okay? Yeah, I know he's not stupid enough to accept free things and build a house from a land that he doesn't legally own. But when he was gifted that land, it came out as a gift. You remember when Machete Man was taking someone, like, who was that auntie? Machete Man was telling auntie that this land I gifted this to whoever, this one I gifted to this one I gifted to this. Then all of a sudden, they're all over here paying. Then why? You can imagine that. Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is money for business, guys.
Because there is a time that I showed a lot of money on the internet.
Uh-huh.
The haters were saying he's really, really flexing. See him.
David Jr., just take the money out and show, because that was the thing that you guys are required to do. Show the money.
For business, guys.
Because there is a time that I showed a lot of money on the internet.
This is money for for lunch.
Hello.
All right, so that is Machete Man's money, and now DMWANGO and David Jr. I'm showing you on your camera. DMWANGO being on the front line to pay Machete Man. You can only imagine what's waiting for MARWA. Pay or carry your house from my land. Pay, carry your mansion from my land. By the way, Kohera Senior has been calling MARWA to come and get land for him because there is ancestral land there, and being one of his sons, actually his firstborn son, there's a piece of land that is specifically saved or reserved for MARWA as a firstborn. So instead of quarreling up and down here with Machete Man, why don't he go and find something else, build on that land, and he can use this other piece of land with the villa as business, When things go south, he can know what to do.
You see those videos on Instagram?
Give me one. There's 51 call away.
Yes, these are going to give Daddy.
All of this is for Daddy for now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rich dad.
Rich dad.
So Daddy is going to deposit the money, and they wait to see. They wait to make signatures and blah, 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 things like that.
Yeah, he'll go and deposit money in the bank. We're not even staying with money here.
Yeah.
Now that's what.
We pretty much take it all.
Just a second here, guys. Kindly.
We say.
Okay. That's how it goes, man. There is something else I'm looking for here, so don't wonder. What is JT doing? I'm looking for something. Anyway, in the meantime, guys, let me know what you think about this whole thing. Do you think it was right for Machete Man to demand payment from DMWANGO and MARWA? Not even demanding, accepting that payment. If for sure that this man just gave these lands to his children freely, like a gift, then how again is he accepting payment for the same? I thought if you have the land you want to give to, gift your children, and that idea of payment, and you accepting that, then it speaks about the sincerity. Okay. You never wanted to give them the first place. All you wanted is to sell to them, but you couldn't tell them the first day, only to wait for them to start building and doing ABC. And they're like, okay, my children are now rich. Okay, these people are rich. And now remember, according to the rumors in the streets, MARWA is not his son. MARWA is not his real son. That's according to the rumors in the streets. And something's up. And he's the one who owns the biggest land over there. And if he doesn't have papers for it, and the land was purchased by CONDAD, then to mean CONDAD has the papers. So what do you think? Let's talk about this in the comment section over there down below. Tell me about what you're saying. Just imagine all that. Let's continue with this conversation down below here, because I will want to know what you think. For me, I really think there is something really crazy about the ownership of these plots. Now that Machete Man is willing to take payment from his daughter. Now imagine from someone called a stepson. You can only imagine that. If he's willing to take payment from DEE MWANGO, then what do you expect that he will say when it comes to MARWA's land? And maybe one day they wake up and now they get into a fight, like a big disagreement, just like the other day MARWA was saying he doesn't like how Machete Man are treating him. They cut his tree down, they take his machine, they misuse it. So he's not cool with that. If he's not cool with that, that's mean they have a problem. And if they have a problem, Machete Man can wake up and tell him, now that you don't want me to use your property and you're living in my property, then how about you just carry your house and get out of my property? Because I come and take your generator, go use it. You come and make a video and say you don't like it. This is disrespect. And you just demand payment from me, your father. And your generator plus your house are on my property, on my land. So what do you expect? Just you either pay me or you just check on the exit door. Or what do you guys think? Let me know in the real comment section down below, because I can see my time is up. I'm logging out. So I'll be checking your take or your feedback in the comment section. Like the video before you go. My name is JT. This is JT Podcast. It was a pleasure having you all in the house. I really appreciate you being here. So before you leave, like the video, subscribe. Let's continue this conversation in the real comment section down below. Thank you so much. It's a bye from me. Good night, good evening. I love you all. Bye.
Say what you want to say to me now. I want to wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I want to wake up with you in the morning. Say what you want to say to me now. I want to wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I want to wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole lot of meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me